Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so let's have a look at the gold and silver, a bit of an update there, technical basis, and also gold mining stocks. Also, I've got an interesting chart, bit of an update chart that I've shared with you in the past, but it's quite interesting, quite a repetitive pattern that has happened in the past. And every time we've seen this pattern in the past, we have gone for a nice bull move. And we're actually seeing that right now in gold. So I'm going to give you an update on that chart. Let's actually look at what's going on right now in the markets. Looking at gold, and gold had pretty much a nothing day today, a bit of a sideways day. Really not much going on there. On the big picture here on gold, you can see we had this resistance point through here. We had this resistance point through here. So we're right at that resistance level, just above it, but we're right at that resistance level. We're getting if you can see right now, we are getting a lot of resistance around. Let me take that off the screen again. We're getting a lot of resistance around this level through here. You can see this whole level through here, which is around that 1860 level to 1880 level. That's the resistance. And we're getting that sort of level through there. But this is actually a very, very, very nice sort of pattern here. We've got a double bottom and we're starting to see a bit of an upward trend now when we are looking at the gold. But the interesting thing, look at this here. If I bring up, just say, let me actually bring up a candlestick chart. Do I have a blank candlestick chart? Where's my blank? Oh, you know, I'll just use this chart. Look at this weekly chart here. Look what's happening here. This actually could be something that, this could be quite interesting. Look at this here. So let me squeeze this up for a minute. Look what's happening here right now. Interesting, interesting, interesting stuff. Now, look at this. Look, we have, how many times can I say look? Right, so look at this here. So we've had, you can see that every time in the past, every time we've had this downward move through here, all right, we've had a little bit of a buying leg. And you see that little buying leg, which wasn't much, exactly that, right? It wasn't much. It wasn't actually big, strong buys. We weren't getting the buys showing a lot of strength. And then we got knocked down again. And then we had this little leg like that. And then we got knocked down again. But look what's happening right now in the markets. What do we get? Look at this buying leg from here to here. Notice how much stronger this last buying leg on the weekly chart is, right? So we had this selling leg, buying leg, selling leg, buying leg, selling leg. And as you can see, majority of the moves have been on the selling legs, right? The big moves have been on the selling legs. Now, the thing is we're starting to get a very sort of strong sort of buying leg through here. And what we're looking at here right now is we could be getting a thing what we call, starts with V and ends with bottom. V bottom, right? We could be getting a V bottom here. So we have a move down, but look what's happening here. See how that's a bit of a V shape? Is this a V bottom in the markets before gold starts to make a move, right? And every time we actually had a bit of a V bottom here, a little bit of a V bottom, and then we went for a move. No V bottom, no V bottom. That was just a pullback, V bottom. No V bottom there, but look at and the V bottom comes from both legs having the same angle. So if we have a move down like that, we generally get the same leg looking like that. What a V bottom is not is when the market goes down through here and then we do something like that. Notice the angle here is more like flat. This one here is steep. So we're getting both these legs here are on the same level here that are happening right now when it comes to gold, right? Pretty interesting. So this may be the start of that move to the upside, bit of a V bottom action happening in the markets. So just, we want to keep an eye for that. But if we zoom in just a lot more, let's actually go to our 3-month chart. Just a beautiful, beautiful upward trend. What we have here, we can see that we had this 1 bottom, 2 bottom. Now look at this beautiful upward trend and this moving average, which is the 20 moving average. John, is that a 20-day moving average? Yes, right? Because it's on a daily chart. Now, let me ask you a question. If I flick it over to a week chart, is that now a 20-day moving, is that a 20-day moving average? No, right? It's a 20 moving average now on a weekly chart. So therefore it makes it a 20-week moving average. All right, fantastic. Let's go back to the day chart where we've got the 20-week moving average. I'm joking, guys. All right, 20-day moving average, because whatever the moving average you have on the chart, if you flick it over to another chart, it's just the moving average calculates to that time frame. So I have a 20 moving average, which I love to use for a bit of a short-term trend analysis. And you can see, look at this here. Look what happened back here. When we're making what? When we're making highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, and the moving average was trending down, guess what? Downward trend. Now look what's happening. We're starting to trend up. We're making high lows, high lows, high lows, high lows, right? We're starting to get the bullish momentum now happening in the markets. And one of the key signs, obviously on top of the highs and lows, high and low is the angle of the moving average. Lower highs underneath the moving average when the market's going down, we're in a downward trend. Then now we're starting to shift to a movement to the upside. Let's go have a look at silver here for a minute. Silver's doing the exact same thing. Look at this here, downward phase through here, bit of a lower high, came up. We started to change tune through there, as you can see. Now we have a nice strong moving average. We've got this nice little low, nice little higher low through here, and we also have this higher low through here as well too. A little bit of a sideways day today, but we're starting to gain a lot of strength there when it comes to silver. Move over now through to the GDXJ, and same sort of thing, right? Look at the moving average. We were on a bit of a, as you can see, look at this here, nice down. It was overall trending on the downside, and now we're starting to slowly trend back to the upside. Bit of an update here. The interesting thing is actually on the GDXJ, if I squeeze my chart up, look where we just broke out. We just broke out of this pattern here. Very interesting, right? We just broke out of the downward channel. Now, that's the GDXJ, right? So if we have a look at that's the GDXJ. If we go and have a look at the GDX actually broke out a long time ago, right? Yeah, a bit of a pullback, and away we go again. Whooshka. Now, remember what I said about the moving average? Look at this here. This is like X marks the spot, right? Let me take this off the screen here. Look at this here. We had this long-term trend line here. That was the resistance line there. And you can see we actually had a big breakout. Came down, but look what was happening. We came down, pulled back. We found support, high, low, ran up. And look what's happening with the moving average. Once again, see how it's trending down through here? Now we're starting to trend up. That means call it momentum, right? Call it the momentum of this overall direction. Now we're starting to really increase on the upside through there. Also looking at the SILJ, and this is not really doing much. We still have a lot of resistance where we are right now. We had this little trend line down through here, and we did have a little bit of if you're looking at like an absolute short-term resistance, we had a little bit of short-term resistance all through here, as you can see. If I zoom in a lot more, we had this resistance back here, resistance. Actually, you know what? Let's actually go back to the, let me just go back to a blank chart here for a minute, just so you can see it a bit more clearer. There you go. So you can see how we had this resistance back here. We rallied up, pulled back, found a higher low. So low, higher low. And now we're rallying up. We still have a little bit of resistance where we are now, but I believe we're likely to continue to see some nice moves on the upside for the silver stocks and also the SIL. Once again, very nice. We had this resistance around this sort of $46 level. Lots of resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4 days back here in the start of the sort of around February, as you can see. And then we also had a lot of resistance recently, like about a week ago. Same sort of confluence around, a lot of rejection there, and now we've broken to the upside, and we're starting to see once again this 20 moving average starting to trend to the upside. So that's what we're seeing through there, guys. We're starting to get a lot of buying activity. And the few big things that I'm seeing here is obviously the V bottom, as I showed you before, this V bottom. And let me just share with you here. Actually, this is here. So we have this move down, and now we have this move up. Look at this here, nice V bottom in gold. So that's actually now could be the final low before we start to continue seeing some movement upside. By the way, guys, I have a projection on my gold chart, a minimum projection. Let me actually bring this up for you. Here we go here. So a minimum projection for me on gold once we start to get back above these highs up here, let me bring up this is a weekly chart. All right, actually, you know what? Let me just take everything off the screen here for a minute. Let me squeeze this chart up. Once we start to, there we go, all right? So this is a long-term picture, guys. Once we can start to break above these highs up here, which is this high up here. So once we can get back above 2,000 again, then I believe we are on our way up to around the 2,800, and it's probably going to overshoot to around the 3,000 level. So I believe we're on our way. That's a short-term target there. I see a lot more upside coming with the inflation that's going to happen, guys. So massive inflation is going to pick this up. But the pattern that I'm seeing, this big long-term pattern, is now showing me that once we get back above 2,000, my minimum target would be around the 2,800, and it's probably going to overshoot to round numbers because you see, look what happened last time. Right, it ran up. It went from 1,000 down here, and it ran up. Look where it stopped, right at 2,000, and then pulled back. So it's probably going to do that again. Once again, target of that 2,800 level up through there, and that's what I'm seeing through there. Hey traders, John Howell here. Thanks for watching my video. For a limited time only, I am giving away free access to my brand new trading course. I've put all my most powerful systems, strategies, and trading techniques that I've learned over the last 15 years and put it in this course, and I'm giving it away for free for a limited time. See, in this brand new Go to the Markets by the Board trading course, and you can get it when you go to johnsfreegift.com, you're going to learn, firstly, you're going to get access to a brand new training course for 90 minutes, and you're going to learn all the details step by step to my #1 trading system with over a 90% success rate that works on any market and any time frame. You're also going to learn 3 powerful chart reading and trading techniques. You're also going to learn 2 more powerful trading systems, and also you're going to learn 7-figure trading secrets, mindset techniques, and so much more. There's top 13 mistakes you're going to learn, the 10K per month formula, and so much more. No, this is not a get rich quick scheme, but if you are struggling with your trading right now and you need help, then for a limited time, you can get free access to this. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now, or click on the very first thing in the description, because for a limited time, I'm giving away. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now and start getting access to this full complete trading course, plus also the free training with my #1 trading system with over 90% success rate. Go do that right now, and I'll see you on the next page.